that was on the sheet. And I thought about that, and I have a number of role models. And so I'd like to just kind of take a couple seconds to go through that. And first and foremost, my mother was a role model because when we were young, she was able to take care of the household, but she was also very engaged in community activities as well as in our school. She used to have the Bluebirds, that was like right before the Girl Scouts. And so to see her raise her 4 children and also then go and start a new career, but also be actively involved in her career. So my mother, first and foremost, was a role model. Another person that has always been a role model from the very beginning when I was able to understand who she was Harriet Tubman. Because to see the fact that Harriet Tubman sacrificed her life to come back and bring people through the tunnel, and to not, when she left the first time from the South to go out, she could have said, hey, I'm in Canada, let me start a business, let me just think about myself. Yeah. But to go back and create that infrastructure to save people made her a phenomenal person. Hillary Clinton is a role model for me. The fact that, married to President Clinton and all the challenges that they went through, and then for her to run for Senate and now potentially run for president, and to raise her daughter shows a lot about how one can not only balance himself but also deal with the public. There are 2 other people, I have a whole list. Nelson Mandela. I had an opportunity when I went to South Africa to go to, I didn't meet Nelson Mandela, but I had an opportunity to meet the vice president when he came here for an international event. But to go to his prison cell in Robben Island and to see what he had to deal with those years, I mean, it made me sick to my stomach to see that. And then to feel that someone had to live through that just because of justice that he was trying to create for the people of South Africa, and the fact that he then became president of that country. So, all those challenges, to me, makes it, he's been a role model of mine.
So it's also a number of role models in terms of managing and having to overcome different adversities and still coming out on top in terms of on behalf of other people. There's a question I'm now searching for, but I'm going to paraphrase it because I can't quickly find it, but it's something that I admire deeply about you. And so I want to dig a little bit deeper in terms of personal, and that is helping in terms of sharing with us maintaining that spiritual balance. And how do you do that and the importance of that in your life?
Well, first and foremost, if it was not for the Lord and the Spirit of Christ in my heart and in my soul, and I would not have been able to go through what I went through in the last 5 years, 6 years. I realize and I know that He is first and foremost in my life, no matter what else happens. And so that in itself has been my guiding principle. And despite the vulnerability of falling for reasons that most people don't even know, I also realize that it's through Him and through His Spirit within me that kept me focused, as well as my friends and my family. And so I read, of course, the Bible. I also read a lot of spiritual books that deal with healing. And so mostly self-help type of books that also help.